welcome to my channel. So today we're going to be doing my finished pages and pictures, because I've got a couple of diamond paintings here as well, from the month of September. I'm a little bit late, sorry about that. I was actually on holiday for a bit over a week, so yeah, a couple less pictures than I usually have, well, at least for the last couple of months, but it's still not too bad. So yeah, I'll do the diamond paintings at the end, so that, because I know not everybody's interested in those. So yeah, I'll do the diamond paintings at the end. We'll start with the finished pictures, and then if you want to stick around for the diamond paintings, you could just stick around. Yeah, okay. So yes, let's clear these away and we'll get started. So we'll start with a couple of the easy ones straight away. This is from the Sunlife book, One Colour Art Animal Stencils. I did a couple of pictures in this month. Nice. I like this book. This is my zone out book when I don't want to think too much. It's suggested that you do it in one colour. I never do. I do it in at least two colours. So yeah, this is my first one that I did. So I decided to do them as black swans, as you can see, and then just with the grass around the edges. So yeah, I mean, this is 3 colour, because we do have their beaks. I thought their beaks would look a bit weird in green, but I did just want that contrast. So yeah, that's the first one I've done from this book. I really like that one. I like this book. It's just such a simple idea, and yet it looks, you know, it's quite satisfying to do the pictures. And then this is the second one I did. So this is my macaw, or my parrot, basically. So this is a really dark olive green. I did these in the I can't remember what, the Litchi something. My new alcohol markers that I got. I'll put a link of the swatches up in the corner. But yeah, that new alcohol marker set that I got. So this was like the olive green, I think, or something like that, or bronze green. And then I thought, well, he's a parrot, and I wanted him colourful. So yeah, I just did a smidgen of, you know, different colours through him, mainly blue and blue-green, but we got little bits of yellow and red because I wanted him to be colourful. So yeah, that's my second picture from that book for this month. Okay, so the next book I have, this is one of my favourite books, because I love this book because it's all the mandalas are on black background. So this is by Kamilya Angelkova. Her 50 nighttime mandalas. I will obviously leave links in the description to all the books I've coloured in, and also, you know, if I mention the what I've coloured it in, I might link to them as well. But yeah, so I did 2 out of this one as well. As I say, I really like this book. I always do at least 1 picture from this book a month, sometimes 2. So this one I've done in glitter gel pens, which you probably can't see because the weather is awful today. So it's so dull and gloomy. Honestly, we've got this storm Alex passing over. So 1 minute it's absolutely chucking it down, and the next minute there's a bit of sunshine, and then you blink and it's back to the rain. So yeah, that's I've done in glitter gel pens, because I like a bit of glitter gel pen just to cheer me up when I'm feeling blue. Not that I was feeling blue, but you know, winter is starting to get a bit miserable in the shorter nights, so I thought I'd do something to perk me up. And then this one, I actually did this one when I was away on holiday. I didn't do much colouring when I was on holiday because, you know, there's other things to do, but I did this one, a nice simple sort of turquoise, green and orange. So yeah, my other half, I asked him to pick a colour, so he picked the blue, then I picked the orange, and I said pick a third colour, and then he picked the green as well. So, which is interesting because I probably wouldn't have done that. It is green, but it's almost a gold green. But yeah, and I used those, the alcohol markers I used for those were the ones I bought in, what are they called? I bought them when I was in Walmart on holiday. I can't think of the name. I will link, they come in a plastic tub. I'll link them, but yeah, unless you're in the States you won't be able to buy them anyway. So that's 2 out of that one. Okay, so I've done 1 out of this book this month. So this is from my Jade Summer Intricate Flowers. I like this book as well. I love colouring flowers for a start, so that's a big thumbs up from me for that alone. But they're kind of mandala-ish, and or you know, they have symmetrical elements to them. So I did this one with a red background. I thought I'd reverse it out because, you know, obviously it's a heart. and hearts are traditionally red, so I thought, let's just go wild. So I did the background red and had the heart, you know, in the different colour. So yeah, I really like how that turned out. Again, I used those Litchitree markers, which I found out was super juicy, like to the point where you can probably see the streaks in the background. Usually you get streaks because it dries out so fast, but this one it was the opposite sort of thing. Like, it just super saturated the paper that I actually got. I don't know if you can see it. They were so juicy, it's actually crinkled the paper, like, you know, as if you was using watercolours and things like that. It's actually crinkled the paper. So yeah, but I really like how it turned out. I used a little bit of white gel pen just to get some highlights on the petals and in here. But yeah, nice and simple, quite pretty, and very simple. So that was the Intricate Flowers by Jade Summer. Okay, another mandala that I've done, again on the backgrounds. I do like books with black backgrounds. So this is the one that I did this month. I usually do at least one from this book as well every month, just because I love this book. Now, so I've only used 2 colours. I've got a blue and an orange. It is in a glitter gel pen. Again, I think you can see a little bit of the shimmer, but the light is so poor today that I'm not sure what you can see. But yeah, nice and simple. Quite jumpy. The orange makes sure it pops out, which is why I did the orange on the outside where most of the black was, just to make sure the outline really stood out, even if the blue was a little bit more muted against the black. So that was that one, nice and simple. One last mandala before I get onto the bigger pictures, and that's from this one, the Mindful Mandala book. This is the first picture that I've done in this book. Now this one was interesting because I saw, not this picture in particular, but I was watching finished pages, I think for last month, for a channel called Hey It's Trey. I'll leave her description, not her description, her link to her channel in the description below. But basically what she did, she used, you know those pencils that have 3 colours in the single lead, and then as you colour, they change colour. Now I thought, oh yeah, no, that's quite good. She'd used them on some of her pictures. And I've got these gel pens. I bought a massive set of gel pens from Technik. It was a great set. I recommend Technik. If you don't use, if you use looking for a budget brand, then Technik is a great one that I had. It's a 120 set. Comes with glitters. It comes with neons. It comes with neon glitters. It comes with regular ones. But it had these funny little ones that change colour. And I think they're probably meant for journaling and that sort of thing. And I've never found a use for them. And I thought, oh, well, maybe I will. So I don't know if you can actually see, but everything that's in this blue section, well, I say blue, it starts pink, there's blue, it's pink, blue and lilac. So when you look at it really close, you can see the streaks, like just where it's changing colour, which produced a really nice effect, because in the smaller circles in here, it's darker because all the, you know, one splodge of ink inside the tube is all the same colour, so it makes it darker. But as it goes out to the edges, you're getting more of the variations of the different ones. So I quite like it. I'm glad I tried it. I will probably do it again sometime. I'm not in a rush to do it. There were 2 or 3 other different types of gel pens that do these. I should have brought, hang on, let me just get one of those pens to show you what they look like. Okay, so typically I cannot find the pen that I actually use for this one. Obviously I've left it out somewhere where I was using it. These are the other 4 pens from the sets though. As I say, the Technik set is 120, 5 of which are these swirl, I think they call these ones, because they do change ink. I don't know if you can see. So obviously blue is the dominant colour, but we have orange and pink in here. It does appear up the barrel a little bit here. But yeah, so I basically used one of these swirl pens that's got orange and yellow and pink and blue. Or maybe that's pink up there. But yeah, it's nice because up till now I use glitter gel pens, but I use everything on occasion, apart from these, because I really couldn't find a use for them, because I don't journal. So yeah, it's nice to actually find something. I think you need to use things that are small areas, because obviously you cannot go back over once you've coloured it. You can't go, if you miss a bit, you can't go back in, because the ink changes or it'll just turn muddy. So you do have to be quite patient. So small areas is key for that. But yeah, that was quite nice. I enjoyed trying something new for that. And I just use alcohol marker for the yellow, and it's like a navy blue. Okay, so that is from Mindful Mandalas. I bought this from the Works. Okay, so the next picture, if you follow my channel at all, you will have a good idea of what this picture will be, because I actually did this as a colour along. I'll leave a link to the playlist. It's a real-time colour along. I think in, what was it, 5 parts maybe? Yeah, so if you have this book and you are intimidated by the Grayscale, and it's just like, I love looking at this book but I'm too scared to go in it, check out the colour along, because that's a specific reason why I chose this book. Just to encourage people to jump right in and not be scared of Grayscale, or busy pictures for that matter. So yeah, we did it in real time, so it was a bit ploddy. You'll have to, but you can speed up the video if you want. There's a button in the settings, I don't know if you know, in YouTube you can put settings if you're short on time or you just want it to move a bit faster. You can do it at like 1.25, which is quarter faster, double speed, whatever. But yeah, so did I say I've used my Faber-Castell Pit Artist brush pens for these, which are lovely sort of earth tones. I mean, they are quite bright in places, but generally they're really nice tones of ink, because they use India ink for their base pigment. So yeah, I had a lot of fun doing this. It was a real labour of love, but we got there in the end, and yeah, I did enjoy doing it. So yes, Busy World special from Colouring Heaven, and that was by Colin Thompson. Oh, so I forgot, I could have done this with my colour by number ones. So I done a picture out of the Mickey and Friends. So this is one of the French colouring books by Hachette Heroes. It's a pixel art book, so basically you colour in the little blocks. And the one I did this month, I love him, it's Pluto. Obviously the thing with pixel art is when you're looking close to it, it obviously looks very pixelated, same as diamond paintings really, but the further you are away from the picture, the better it looks. And I can see it looks pretty cool through the camera, but I love this. I love how he turned out. So I actually used, because these are double-sided books, you can't use alcohol markers, so I used my Faber-Castell Pit Artist brush pens, which is a bit of a posh medium to use on a book like this. But yeah, I'm not a fan of water-based markers, so I prefer to use something that I enjoy, even if they're, you know, a bit overkill for the topic. So yeah, that's my Pluto, and as I say, this is from Disney's Mickey and Friends 40 Coloriage Façon Pixel Art. So basically it's just a colour by number, you get the blocks. And in the same theme, I have my Mystery Mosaics. So this is by Belba family, and the one I did this month was my dog. I think it's called Sweet Bones. Let me just check. Dog and the Sweet Bones. So yeah, he's in love with his bones. Again, I use alcohol markers for these because they're one-sided. But again, this is a book that I like to do just when I don't want to think too much about colour palettes basically, or blending. I just do it, whip out a quick colour by numbers, and I really like these pixel, the blocks form for some reason. I don't know why, but I enjoy them. So yeah, that's one from there. Okay, near the end, I will do my, so this is from Millie Marotta's Tropical Wonderland. This is the pocket size edition. I have done a flip through of this book if you're interested. Check out my flip through section. I've got a playlist for all of them. Okay, so this is the one I did in here. I've done this in glitter gel pen, that's the word I'm looking for. Sorry, there's just this massive black cloud come over, so hopefully you can still see. But yeah, I've done him just in green, blue and orange. Very, very simple palette. I did use a couple of tones of blue, like I did lighter blue on the top and then darker blue underneath as if he was shadowed. But yeah, like how he turned out. It's my first ever Millie Marotta picture. But I quite like how it turned out. I'll give her another go. Definitely a few more pictures in here that I would like to try. And being the nice small size, they don't take too long to do. So, Millie Marotta's Tropical Wonderland. Again, I got this from the works for £3. You can buy it on Amazon as well, I think, for the same price. Okay, and last but definitely not least, I know Jenny's been waiting for this. So this is from Secret Garden. The reason for the purple colour is I coloured it in because like it was disgusting. The back is still quite disgusting as well, but not, you don't see that so much. So yeah, I did it to cover up all the dirt. This is one of the first books I ever got. So it's well loved, well thumbed, and yeah, grubby. Anyway, so this is the picture I did. I did this as a buddy colour with Jenny from Rainy Day Colouring. I will link her channel below. If you saw last month's finished pages, you'll know that I did a buddy colour with her then out of one of the Colouring Heavens, the Hannah Carlson one. And it was such good fun, we decided to give it another go. So we did Secret Garden, we both did the owl. I've done the owl in glitter gel pen. And just in oranges and browns. I've done a little blend in there. If you can see, it goes yellow into the orange into the brown. And then I've used black here. And then fades out to the orange. So a little bit of blending on the owl. The background I did literally, again, the Pit Artist brush pens. I haven't used them in so long, and then suddenly I was just like, oh, I really like these pens. So I've used them a few times. So I did just straight colouring on the leaves. And then I used a POSCA paint pen for the blue. And then I got a white gel pen and I outlined the whole things just to make them really pop as a background. I did that instead of shading, basically. I had a choice. I could either shade the leaves or I could outline them. And I thought for a change, I would outline them. So yeah, I really like how that turned out. And it was such good fun. Good fun doing these buddy colour alongs. So that is my completed pages, my completed colouring pages, that is, for September 2020. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up if you did, but do not bail. Remember, I've got my diamond paintings to show, so yeah, stick around for those. But if you're not interested in those, see ya. But thanks so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, for, you know, colour alongs and hauls, and you know, you'll check me out. If you're not subscribed, you should subscribe. Anyway, to the diamond paintings then. Okay, so these are the 2 diamond paintings that I completed this month. The first one is this mandala one. Now, if you'd seen my first ever diamond painting purchase, I bought a 4-pack of these smaller mandala diamond paintings, just because I wanted to start out on something easy. I did 2 last month, I did 1 this month. Hopefully I'll get the 4th one finished for next month. But basically, yeah, they're quite small. As you can see, this is the size of my hand. Now, they are quite easy and I did enjoy them. For some reason on this one, I don't know why, I didn't have it on the first 2 that I noticed, but I have to be careful because if I keep pressing down, every now and again a drill will come up on my finger, and I don't know if that's popping drills, what they call popping drills, because normally popping drills only happens on square diamond paintings, and that's where you have too many drills pushing together, and eventually the tension just makes one pop up. Or whether the glue is not sticky. I mean, there's glue around the edge still. The glue goes larger than the canvas area. And as you can see, that's super sticky. So, I don't know. I think it must be. But I've had a couple of them do it to me. And you can buy these little roller things to help press down the drills onto the canvas. I don't have one of them. I just use a rolling pin. Because, you know, that's the only thing I ever use a rolling pin for these days, because I don't do much baking. So I figured I might as well use my rolling pin on that. And I have rolled this, which should have pressed all the drills down, but occasionally I do get one pop out. This was super cheap, super cheap set. I think I paid £10 or £12, something like that, for all 4 of them together. So you get what you pay for, I suppose. But yeah, it does sparkle really nice, and I do like the contrasting colours. It's a nice dark one. Yeah, so that's that one done. And then I'll just put that to one side. And then this is my other completed one. So obviously, as you can see, this is a bit bigger. This was a 30 by 40, so 30 wide by 40 deep. But again, that is the whole entire canvas area. The drill area was more like 25 by 35. But yes, obviously you can see it's much bigger than the ones I attempted previously. So this is my first big one. This was from my fan sales haul. If you've not seen that, I'll link that up in the corner where I bought a few of them. This is the first one that I've completed. I do like it. I love how he's turned out, but I did have a couple of issues. So the diamond painting's worth nightmare, I guess, is I ran out of drills, not just once, but on 2 colours I was short of drills, which was disappointing, because you know I'm only just starting out, so somebody else might have loads of spare drills they could use instead, but I don't have spare drills. So yeah, when I ran out, I ran out. Now the 2 colours I ran out of was one of them was this really dark navy blue, but there's 2 blues here. I don't know if you can see them, perhaps you can see them better on his head. It's a really dark blue here and here. So I just threw in some of the other blues, and you wouldn't really be able to tell. Only I know, because I know what's supposed to happen underneath. And the other one was this sort of turquoisey green I ran out of. Now the dark blue that I ran out of, I was only short 22 colours, 22 drills. So it was a few, but it wasn't too many. And the dark blue next to it was it was H and K. So the dark blue next to it was only a shade lighter, so it didn't really make a huge difference, because there was plenty of the H's, which is what I used instead. Now this one, which was the letter L, so it was this like pale turquoisey green, I had to use T instead, which was the next one along, so it's a bit darker. But basically I had this issue where it was, get this, it was 104 drills short. Yes, I counted them up because I am that anal. So I did go through and count up how many I was missing. I was missing 104 drills, which is quite a lot. Fortunately, T, I'll show you T, which is what I use instead. Look how many drills there are still. So not only that did I use 104, well not quite 104, I'll explain in a second, but I used quite a lot of drills from this colour to replace the L that was missing, and there's still all that spare. So I don't know why these 2 other colours were so drastically short, because everything else had massive extra, so they must have just had a bit of a, you know, blip. I would hope to put it as a blip, because usually they have plenty to spare. That's, you know, what they say. They always supply you with like maybe 20% more or 30% more, but not on this occasion. So the problem I had as well with these L is that they had a lot of trash drills. Now when I say trash drills, you always get ones with misshapen maybe, or they're smaller, or they're bigger, or they have a lip on them. So I had, I'll just look at my list. So I had 43 trash drills that I'd filtered out before I realised that how short I was. Now even if I'd used every single trash drill, I still would have been like 60 drills short. But I couldn't use them. I don't know if you can see, just along this edge here, you can see, like, compared to these green ones, compared to that one, you can see they're much bigger, and because they've all got this lip around the base that makes them physically bigger. Let me just show you, because I did save a few of these trash drills. So I don't know if you're going to be able to see this or not, but this is one of the misshapen drills. can you see how it's like this central dome is like what's supposed to be the drill, and then it's got this extra lip around the bottom. You can especially see it if you turn it upside down. Hopefully that will focus. But yeah, round drills are quite forgiving with sizes, which is one of the reasons why people who do start out on diamond paintings do use round drills first, because they're a bit more newbie friendly, because they're more forgiving. But you know, even they have their limits. When there's a whole section of the same colour and they've all got this lip on, you can't make them fit. So that's why I used them down the edge. I was able to use them down the edge here because I had that little bit extra space, and I did slip in one or two in the middle of the canvas where they would fit. But even so, I probably only managed to, you know, squeak out another sort of dozen or so of the trash drills. The rest I all had to use this letter T. So yeah, that was a bit disappointing for like my first bigger project, but I do love how it turned out. Obviously the colours that I replaced it with were very close, so I'm not going to make out like it's some sort of end of the world disaster, because clearly it wasn't, and it's one of those things that you would never know about unless I told you. But still, I shouldn't run out of drills. So we'll see. This is the first of the fan cells one I've done, which is one of the budgets. Obviously fan cells is a budget company. So we will see. I've started one of the other ones. I've started the unicorn one, so you'll see that at the end of next month. And also I've got my Drills and Chills, which is my Halloween one, that I've also just started as well. So that'll obviously be done by the end of October as well, because it needs to be done for Halloween, obviously. So we will see if any of the other canvases give me problems, but hopefully it was just a blip with this one canvas, because as I say, the other drills, you know, the other bags of drills, I had tons and tons spare, so it just seemed weird that some colours I had so much excess. I mean, you saw, where did it go? Yeah, I mean, you saw how many spare drills I had for this letter for the T, and that is even after taking them to, you know, compensate for the missing drills, and I still got all them left over. So yeah, completely out of whack. I have no idea why. Anyway, I do like my stitch, I really do, and it's, in the grand scheme of things, it's a minor quibble, even though I keep going on about it. It really was a minor quibble. I don't know, hopefully you can see the sparkle as well. He's super sparkly, and yeah, and hopefully you can see how it turns out, because obviously with diamond paintings, again, this is a bit like the pixels. The further away you look at them, the better they look. So we're fairly close to it. I've got the camera, obviously I can't fit it all in the camera, but yeah, those are the two diamond paintings I did, and I enjoy them. I am still enjoying them, so, which is just as well, because I bought them other diamond paintings from AliExpress to do, so it's just as well I'm enjoying them. That is the one thing about buying from China, from AliExpress, and also fan cells, and you know, they take weeks to ship, so you kind of have to think ahead about what you'll be wanting to do in a month's time, or you know, because if you wait, you think, oh, I want to do one, and then you have to wait for it to be delivered, so you have to think ahead. So I was ordering diamond paintings before I'd even done one of the major ones. Anyway, I'm wibbling. I will stop. Let's just leave Stitch here because he's my favourite. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. Again, I've said it before, but if you haven't already, give me that thumbs up because it really helps the channel. Yeah, and I will see you all again soon. I hope you have a great day. Take care, and well, if nothing else, hopefully see you for next month's finished pictures, but hopefully I'll see you for other videos as well. Take care and see you again soon. Bye for now. Bye.